even see if my mic worked before this. Oh, this is going to be a sketchy segment, ladies and gentlemen. If I can't even say the word mic, then we're in for a rough time. So here's the deal. I'm terrible with hockey names. I'm going to just lean into that. Listen, I'm just going to try my best. Very first thing. My sister always sends me these voice memos to tell me the correct pronunciation. She said instead of Cal, I think I said Cal McCarr. Instead of Cal, it's Kale, like the salad. So he will now be referred to as Kale Salad. And apparently he is the reigning winner of the best defenseman. Got it. Got there eventually, ladies and gentlemen. So she answers to my question. But anyway, the only reason I know college football names and football names are because I watch it all the time and hear the announcers. I don't watch hockey, if at all. I watch it very little. So that is why I don't know how to pronounce the names. So yeah, I'll take any and all help I can get with that, and I will try. I'm going to have to hear it a few times. I'm going to have to mess it up a few times before I get it. You notice that during the Stanley Cup playoffs last year, she voice memoed me a bunch of messages and to help me out with my name pronunciation. So that was awkward. I've been talking 2 minutes. You've heard no sports. I got a ton of it. Let's go through it. We'll start with something funny. And it's the head coach of South Carolina. His team blew a 10-point fourth quarter lead, and he did what I would have done if I was in his situation, which was kick something in the locker room and break his foot. 10-point fourth quarter lead, lost to Florida. They lost 41-39. I remember when I looked at that game, I'm actually kind of surprised by that score, because when I looked at that game, I thought it was over. Now I'm finding out that he lost in a very hostile South Carolina situation now for him, and he broke his foot. Let's get to the scores from Saturday, college football scores. We'll just go right into this. I told you it was going to be bad right off the bat, okay? I don't know what you want from me, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be bad right off the bat. Number one, Georgia sleptwalked their way through Vandy, ended up winning by 17, 37-20. Michigan sleptwalked the entire first quarter. They had negative yards gained at the end of the first quarter. And Indiana had like 120. Then Michigan, and they were losing 7-0. Then Michigan ripped off 52 straight points and won 52-7. J.J. McCarthy is the Big Ten quarterback of the week. 222 passing yards. He missed on 3 passes all game. They were his first 3 passes of the day. Or he missed like 2 out of the first 3 passes, and then he just fired, and 3 touchdowns. Benjamin Hall, nice little freshman from Michigan, led the way with 9 carries for 58 yards. Number 3, Ohio State, ahead of their big-time matchup this weekend with Penn State, beat Purdue 41-7. Go check out Purdue's band. It was pretty neat. Ohio State's band, too. Florida State romped Syracuse 41-3. Penn State took care of UMass 63-0, and they play Ohio State upcoming this weekend in the shoe. Big game. Go check out this week's episode of 4th and 1 podcast, streaming probably Friday-ish. Go check that out. We'll break that all down for you. Washington wins the game of the day versus Oregon 36-33. In the surprise upset of the day, Notre Dame romped USC 48-20. Alabama took care of Arkansas, let them back into the game 24-21. North Carolina looks like a college football playoff team, 41-31 winners over Miami. Louisville lost to Pittsburgh 38-21. Number 15, Oregon State beat UCLA 36-24. Utah dispensed of Cal 34-14. Duke beat NC State 24-3. Tennessee is one step closer to Jimbo being fired. Got him there. Beat Texas A&M 20-13. Arizona upset Washington State. LSU romped Auburn. Oklahoma State beat Kansas, came back 12 points in the fourth quarter to win that game. And Missouri upset of number 24 Kansas 38-21. And that is your top 25 in a nutshell for Week 7. we will just stick with the football theme and roll right into the NFL. So, real quick here, the NFL wants to clear a path for current and former players to participate in flag football in 2028. The Olympics, they are some of the new sports that the Olympic added. Lacrosse, baseball, softball's in there. I think cornhole might be in there. So the Olympics added new sports. Here's the deal, America. If you're going to flex and let NFL and former NFL players go play flag football, if you do not win the gold, silver, and bronze, if they allow 3 teams in, stop playing football and just give it to whoever got those spots. You should run away with this. This should be an afterthought. And I'm not trying to be cocky, but that's how good America is at football, okay? That's how good of athletes we got to play the game of NFL. Those that don't got CTE, they're awesome. They're real good. A little dark humor for you there. All right, let's go to the NFL. Chiefs beat the Broncos. I think I covered that on Friday's rendition. Eagles lost to the Jets in a super sloppy game. The Eagles had like 4 or 5 turnovers, 20-14. Ravens beat the Titans over there in good old London, governor. Terrible English accent. Commanders beat the Falcons. Vikings beat the Bears. Bengals beat the Seahawks. Browns beat the 49ers. That's big without the Deshaun Watson. Dolphins continue to roll. They face the Eagles this week. They beat the 0-6 Panthers, who had the number 1 overall pick, and now might give the Bears the number 1 overall pick. So the Bears might go from Justin Fields to possibly Caleb Williams. Wow. Something's playing in my ear, and I can't concentrate with that. That's super annoying there. Texans beat the Saints. Raiders beat the Patriots at 1-5. Rams beat the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to be bad, 1-5. Lions are 5-1 after they beat the Bucks. Bills beat the Giants on Monday Night Football after a pass interference was not called. The Giants are 1-5. The Cowboys came back and beat the Chargers yesterday on Monday Night Football, 20-17, and the Cowboys, unfortunately, are 5-2. Hey, listen, for how many sports I have to cover, I'm only 7.5 minutes in, and I told you about something no one cares about. So I still got 2 sports to go, but I can do this. I can do this. I'm feeling good. Anyway, so Sunday, the LCSs started, National League and American League. Game 1, Rangers beat the Astros 2-0 to take a 1-0 series lead. Monday night, last night, the Rangers beat the Astros 5-4. They now have a 2-0 lead, and this is best of 7. And the Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 5-3, and they have a 1-0 lead. So it's looking like a Rangers-Phillies Super Bowl. Wow. World Series, but we shall see. Tonight is Tuesday night, and it's game 2 of the Diamondbacks-Phillies. That is 8:07 first pitch on TBS, which is a weird network to have baseball on. All right, here's the deal with hockey. I am going to give you the Avalanche for obvious reasons, the Ducks because of the Mighty Ducks. All 3 movies, even though the first 2 are the best and the last one's super bad. I guess if I had a hockey team, it would be the Ducks. Strictly for that reason. Mighty Ducks movie. That's it. Done. I will then also give you the Golden Knights, Vegas, and the Seattle Kraken because they are the 2 most recent expansion teams. I will try to follow them through the season until we get some good traction with the standings, and then I'll go into that a little bit and how all that works. So let's go now. All right. So this is Saturday. Saturday night, the Kraken lost to the St. Louis Blues 2-1 in a shootout. The Vegas Golden Knights beat the Anaheim Ducks 4-1, and I think Vegas is undefeated. And the Avalanche beat San Jose in a shootout 2-0 as well. The Golden Knights, at least after Saturday, were 3-0, and the Avalanche are 2-0. Comment down below. What is the third? So, like, the Avalanche are 2-0-0. What's What's the last? Oh, what's that for? Is that like shootout win? Draw? They can't draw in hockey. They go to shootouts. So if someone help me with that. All right, Sunday, Anaheim is really cooking now. They are still undefeated. They beat the Ottawa Senators, the Carolina Hurricane on Saturday 6-3. The Anaheim Ducks are... Oh, they're just 1-1. The season literally just started. I am the dumbest person alive. I thought this has been going on for like 2 weeks. Okay. Last night, none of the teams played. None of the teams that I'm covering played. So I guess we're done with hockey. Yay! I didn't even have to say hockey name. That's going to get a lot better. I literally thought that the hockey teams had like 3 games in, at least 3 or 4 games in. Well, I guess some of them do. I guess just not the Ducks. Like Colorado is... Yeah, Colorado has 2 games in. But yeah, I'm just garbage, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to share this with your friends with how trash this is. Go ahead and have a good laugh at my expense. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who's not a sports fan in your life. Follow us on Instagram at 4th&1 Podcast. I will see everyone at some point later this week. I'm going to try to post this whenever I have free time, probably about 3 days a week. Don't know when that'll be, so tune in here. I'll get you all caught up. Until that time, remember, God loves you, God bless you, wash your hands, you filthy animal, and peace out.